Shalom Akim, Shalom Yasharallah. First off, I'd like to say, Kahalayim La Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Natan Mashana Kabad, La Hazakwanyam, Shal Yasharallah, Wa Shalom, Wa Ahab, La Bakayar Shal Yasharallah. This is the brother Izar, and I'm going to be going into the scriptures condemning homosexuality here in Babylon. So, first I'm going to go to Genesis 19 and 13. Genesis 19, verse 13. For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of Yahawah, and Yahawah hath sent us to destroy it. This world, known as a Great Babylon, this kingdom is going to fall. And why? Because the people are so wicked. People here in Great Babylon are wicked. These homosexuals, you know, these Americans with great pride. The Lord hates pride. And He's going to destroy you when He comes back. You guys think that He's full of love? You guys think that He's coming back and He's going to save everyone, not knowing that when He comes back, all hell will break loose. Right? That's when the pits of fire are going to be open. We'll go on to verse 24. Then Yahawah raineth upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire, and Yahawah from Yahawah out of heaven. So this place, America, Great Babylon, will be destroyed for sodomy, right? And that means homosexuality. This place is going to be destroyed. And America does not frown upon it, right? You guys say that God bless America, but America is not blessed by God. If you look, America does not worship God. Ye know not who ye worship. America is going to fall. Let me read that again. Then Yahawah rained upon Sodom. And Sodom, that word Sodom means anal sex, right? Or sex with the same gender. And upon Gomorrah, and Gomorrah, again, going back to anal sex, is actually a sexual act. Brimstone and fire from Yahawah out of heaven. Like I said, this place is going to be destroyed. All of you homosexuals that want to mock Yahawah, He will destroy you. Why? Yahawashi. You guys think that the Lord and that God is somebody that is kind and nice and loving, but He is only loving to the elect, not to everyone. This is Leviticus 18, verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. Women shall not lie with women, and men shall not lie with men. And that's what we see here in America. This place is cursed. Y'all think everything is fine and dandy, going along, doing your lives, listening to these words of Yahawah, but you don't understand. You think that we're crazy, but we are the chosen elect of Yahawah. Adawan Ratazah. I am part of the elect. Let me read that again. This is Leviticus 18, verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination. Men shall not sleep with men. And everybody seems to be fine with that. Women shall not sleep with women. And the society thinks it's perfectly fine and natural. This is Leviticus 18, verse 26. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourneth among you. So none of you, there is no exception. Just because you say you believe in Jesus does not make you an exception to sin against Yahawah. You do not know the names. You do not know the truth. So out here in Great Babylon, all of us are sinning willfully. You do not have any repentance in your heart. That's why this place will fall. Read on. Let me read that again. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation. So Israelites out here that are asleep, the Gentiles, you should follow, Salakia, the commandments of Yahawah to the best of your ability. Nor any stranger that sojourneth among you. So all strangers, right? The Gentiles and those that are awake, those that know who they are. You shall follow the commandments of Yahawah, lest you be destroyed. This is Leviticus 19, verse 15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Right? So all of you that say that only God can judge me, y'all are false. Thou shalt do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty, but in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor. So judge thy neighbor in righteousness, lest they be destroyed. And we come out here to the highways and the hedges with fear and trembling. We fear Yahawah. We follow the commandments. This nation will fall because thou hast not hearkened unto the words of the Lord. Let me read that again. Leviticus 19, verse 15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor. Right? When you walk by these streets and you see the poor and you feel bad for him and you give him money. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty. And that's what we see in this nation. The more money you have, the more cars you have, the more a person respects you. And that is wickedness in this world. You shall not worship two gods. Don't go after money and say that you're a so-called Christian. Open your eyes. Quit being wicked. That goes for everyone in this whole nation. Accepting the gays. And you think I'm wrong for saying not to be gay. But it tells you shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. This is Leviticus 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. That is an abomination to Yahawah, Yahawashi. It is disgusting. Ye shall not do it. And that's what we see here in this world. Men lying with men, women lying with women, right? Changing what is naturally given to them to something that is wicked. They shall surely be put to death. Surely be put to death. And they will. When Yahawashi cracks open the skies and comes back, this whole world will be destroyed. And by this world, I mean this kingdom. Esau's kingdom shall be destroyed. The next kingdom to come is Jacob's kingdom. They shall surely be put to death, and their blood shall be upon them. So we come out here to these highways and these hedges, prophesying and telling people what is to come. That way when you hear it, you cannot say that you did not know. Because one person, every person, has heard it at least one time in their lifetime, that homosexuality is an abomination to the Lord. But you live your lives like it's something natural. Yahawah says you will be destroyed. This world is wicked. And we live in this world. You guys think that it will not end. The world itself will not end, but this kingdom will fall. This is James 4. Verse 12. There is one lawgiver, right? That is Yahawah. And whom were those laws given to? Israel, who is able to save and destroy. That is Yahawashi. Yahawah Yahawashi. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Who art thou that judgest another? Do not judge unrighteously. Do not do evil and tell your brother not to do evil. If you are here in this world and you are allowing these homosexuals, these men with men, women with women, you are doing unrighteously. So let me read that again. James 14 and 4. Now I'm going to go back to Leviticus to prove a point. This is James 4 and 12. There is one lawgiver, Yahawah, who is able to save and destroy. Who art thou that judgest another? Now let's go back to Leviticus 18, verse 26. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourneth among you. This is Leviticus 19 and 15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty. Right? Don't honor the rich just because he has money. But in righteousness, thou shalt judge thy neighbor. In righteousness, thou shalt judge thy neighbor. James 4, verse 12. There is one lawgiver who is able to save and destroy. Who art thou that judgest another? So who are you? Reflect upon yourself. Am I doing righteously? Am I following the laws, the statutes, and the commandments of Yahawah in order to judge? Am I worthy to judge someone? Step back and reflect on yourself. That goes to the 12 tribes of Israel. That is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You were stripped of your power. You were stripped of your heritage. You lost yourself. And now you follow after false gods, and you follow after the ways of the heathen, these Edomites, the so-called white person. Go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 10, like I said, we were stripped of our heritage, following after these false gods, these heathen, the other nations. So this is Jeremiah 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word of Yahawah, speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Right, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Thus saith Yahawah, learn not the way of the heathen. Learn not the way of the heathen. That's pagan. The pagans, right? They worship Santa Claus. They worship this Edomite Jesus. They go after these customs of the heathen. Christmas, that's a pagan holiday according to the Bible. Don't follow after the way of the heathen. And be not dismayed. Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. The other nations do not have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So they will be dismayed when Yahawashi comes back. They will be in shock. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, and the work of the hands of a workman with an axe. Right? They cut down that pine tree. They cut down that tree with an axe. They deck it with silver and gold. So they adorn it. Right? They cut down a tree and they deck it with silver and gold. What does that represent? Christmas. Don't follow the ways of the heathen, the other nations. Israel is a people before it was a place. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you were stripped of your power. You were stripped of your heritage by these Edomites. They deck it with silver and gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it moveth not. It's a vain thing to do Christmas. If you're a so-called follower of the Lord, it is a vain thing for you to do, to follow the ways of the heathen. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. Whenever they put up the tree in Christmas, they must needs be born. Right? People are looked at as trees as well. in the scriptures. You guys have been cut down from your heritage. You have been stripped away from your heritage. You are like an unmoving tree. You are fastened. You must need be born again. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it moveth not. Just like our people, following the ways of the heathen, they move not towards Yahawah. They're steady in their place. They're comfortable. They think they're living a good life. They do not know righteousness. John chapter 8, verses 7 through 11. So when they continued asking him, he lifted up himself and said unto them, this is Yahawashi speaking, he that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. So all of you that is without sin, cast the first stone. Who is without sin? None of us. Be found not naked. Right? You have to be clothed in righteousness, in this word. Follow after Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi. If you do not follow after Yahawah, you are against Yahawah, because you are following the ways of the heathen. And again he stood down and wrote on the ground, and they which heard it, being convicted by their own conscience, went out by one, beginning at the eldest, even unto the last. And Yahawashi was left alone, and the woman standing in the midst. When Yahawashi had lifted up himself, and saw none but the woman, he said unto her, Woman, where are those thine accusers? Hath no man condemned thee? She said, No man, Lord. And Yahawashi said unto her, Neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more. Sin no more once you have been cleansed. Yahawashi said to the Pharisees that they are to wash the inside of their cups first before they wash the outside. The body follows the spirit, not the other way around. Don't try and cleanse your body without cleansing your spirit. If your spirit is that of an Edomite, you are not cleansed. Don't follow after the ways of the heathen. This is Romans Romans chapter 1, verse 26. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections. You homosexuals, you were given up unto vile affections. All you sinners. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Women with women and men with men. You are an abomination to the Lord. And likewise, also men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one towards another, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves the recompense of their error, which was meat. All of you are being destroyed out here in this world because you follow not the ways of Yahawah. Follow the commandments. And that goes to you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Galatians 5 verse 14. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Love your neighbor. What does that mean? It means go out to the highways and the hedges and tell the people that they're going off. Let them know to return to Yahawah. Let Israel know to return to Yahawah. Seek him early, because when he comes back, he's here to destroy. He's not here to teach you. He's here to destroy. And the time draws near, and we see it. We see it coming closer. So love thy neighbor. Teach him in righteousness. Judge him righteously. Who art thou to judge? If you are righteous, then you will judge righteously. The vain, the customs of the people are vain. And that's what the scriptures teach us. Follow not after the ways of the heathen, the other nations. That goes out to Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You have been stripped away from your power by these heathen, these Edomites. Rise up, Yasharallah. Who is Israel? Who is going to be saved? This is John 3, verse 16. For God so loved the world. Who is the world? That word world is cosmos. So who does this pertain to? But that the world through him might be saved. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. So who did he come for? For Israel, the children of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the children of Israel. And you're blindly walking after the ways of the heathen. Ye know not who ye worship. This is John 4, verse 20, verse 21. Yahawashi said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet in Jerusalem worship the Father. What does that mean? That means we were scattered abroad, the four corners of the earth. The 12 tribes were scattered abroad. Who are those 12 tribes? The Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans were scattered abroad. That is the world of Yahawah. We are his people. Yahawashi came for the 12 tribes scattered among the Gentiles. This is verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what. You guys don't know who you worship. You don't know what the Most High looks like. You don't know what Yahawashi looks like. You don't know what the Lord looks like. You think he looks like this white Edomite with blue eyes and golden hair. The Lord is a black man according to the scriptures. Hair white, hair like wool, arms and legs like bronze, burned bronze. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. What is the truth? This Bible. Yahawashi came in the volume of a book in spirit and in truth. What is the truth? Something that these heathen have blinded you from. Worship Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi in spirit and in truth. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Are you cleansed? Are you wearing your robes of righteousness? If not, you cannot judge or be a judge. If not, you are a hypocrite. If not, you cannot worship the Father. Romans chapter 9, verse 3. For I could wish that myself were accused from Mashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to whom pertaineth the adoption. You adopted Jews. You are Israelites, Gentile state of mind. This pertaineth to Israel, not you Edomites. To whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of God and the promises. These promises were made to Israel. You guys believe, these heathen believe, that God came after everyone in the world, when the scriptures tell you it's only for Israel. That is his world. Sin no more. Do not follow after the ways of the heathen. Don't put up those trees in Christmas. Don't go after Halloween or any of these festivities that these heathen go after. Sin no more. Read that one more time. Romans chapter 9, verse 3. For I could wish that myself were accused for Mashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, right? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of God and his promises. The promises are for Israel, not for these heathen, not for these heathen that love to burn those lusts in their minds, in their hearts. They love, Israel loves to go after the heathen. They love their money. They love men with men. They love women with women. That is an abomination. Follow the commandments, all of them, to the best of your ability. That goes to all Israel. With that, I'd like to say Shalom, Tawada, GMS elders, for teaching us this knowledge, wisdom, and this understanding. Shalom.